set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
That is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Jackson on 1st down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliot, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Lining up for the extra point.
Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on the blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
For Eagles 7, Titans nothing.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
By the Titans.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Jackson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Zach Ertz.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st down, Titans.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson now. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
17 yards.
17 yards on that play for the Titans. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Complete.
A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets a made. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
At the Eagles' 4-yard line.
Back to the ground, Peterson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Jackson. Ebron caught left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Elliot. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jackson. And that's Elliot, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. $11 yards there. First down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down, Titans.
First down, here's a run with Peterson.
Adrian Peterson, the ball.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Jackson. Here's a screen to Powell. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Taken down at the 10-yard
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
But you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On first down, it's Peterson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They run again with Peterson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown.
Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Titans have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Tyreek Hill on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Elliot, the ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Play action. Now Jackson. He finds an opening past the 40. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up.
the intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
The ball carrier.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliot, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing now is Jackson. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A 10th carry now for Peterson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that?
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
Today's final score.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.